You know what they say, don't read the comments. Well, I read the comments. Welcome to Scarlett's Don't Read the Comments. Can I say comments some more? Comments, comments, comments. Ah, tastes like troll. Recently, I did a set of videos responding to redeemed Zoomers, all atheist arguments answered in 10 minutes, and it took me maybe an hour and 40 minutes to answer a 10-minute video. I guess I don't know how to be succinct. Anyway, I got some interesting comments, and today we're going to entertain one exchange I had with one particular YouTuber. As a treat today, I'm going to share with you some pictures I took of a recent visit I had to Washington, D.C., the capital of the United States, so enjoy that. And at the end, there will be kitty pictures. Yes, I have some new kitty pictures to thank everybody for doing the liking and subscribing and all the YouTube stuff. I know I've had some commenters requesting cat pictures, and you're welcome. I got your back. So today's comment is specifically in response to this little thing that I say, lots of atheists say, and I flashed this little visual. Atheism is not a belief system. So here's what the flagged YouTuber II4311, just going to call him Flag from now on, this is what this person has to say. Atheism is a belief system because you have to claim to be an atheist, and all claims are beliefs. I cannot express how much this comment is gobbledygook, not even the level of blibbity blab. Seriously. Yes, I claim to be an atheist, and that is my belief about myself, about a part of my identity in rejecting theistic claims. Having identifiers about ourselves is not a belief system. Some of our identifiers are likely to be with some system, but having the identifiers is not. And having one belief does not make it a system. Heck, theism isn't a belief system. It is one belief. In this case, actually believing in some god or gods. Knowing that someone is a theist doesn't mean you know anything about that person's values or ideals or practices. Now, knowing that someone is a conservative Jew or a Christian who belongs to the Southern Baptist Convention will get you to know that they adhere to those systems to some extent. And they are systems because they have a web of intersecting beliefs, values, practices, and so on. A system needs more than one thing in it, usually several things that are working together. Let's take something that's not religion-centered. Some people believe that beings from outer space have visited this planet. That's just a single belief. Likewise, some people think the Loch Ness Monster exists, or the Yeti. You might question their epistemology, but those are just single beliefs, unless they've joined an organization that demands that belief, but hopefully you get the point. One belief does not a system make. And to round out this shit cake, atheism really is more a rejection of a belief than a positive assertion about what someone believes. You don't build a system off what you don't believe. Again, single beliefs can be part of a system, but someone saying their one belief doesn't mean you know the system. Atheists can believe all kinds of things, that a supernatural exists or doesn't. They can be skeptics or not. They can get their morals from a variety of sources. So you need to ask an atheist more questions to understand whatever systems they belong to. Alright, so my exchange started this way. I simply said, first, a system implies a set of beliefs, not a single belief. Even if the atheist in question specifically says they believe God doesn't exist, you have no idea what their other beliefs are. Second, atheism is the lack of belief in God. Theists say God exists, atheists say we don't believe it. So kind of succinct. Hey, I can be succinct after all. Alright, let's see what Flagged has to say. First and foremost, atheism is a set of belief. Not only do you not believe in God, you do not believe in gods and also demigods' rights. Is that supposed to be right? Okay, we don't know. Okay, let's just go on. Secondly, who says that one belief is in a system? Democracy is one belief. Is democracy not a system? LOL, I guess we have a system because multiple beliefs? Belief 1, no God. Belief 2, no gods. Belief 3, no demigods. As if that isn't the same thing. Do I have to explain that this is all the same? I mean, I could list just a bunch of gods I don't believe in. Would that be something different? I don't believe in Yahweh, Zeus, Thor, Vishnu, Lisa, the rainbow giraffe, leaf be upon her, the flying tea kettle of death, Dave, god of small tree frogs, and many, many more. And demigods. You know, like all that Greek shit, Achilles and all that. No, do I have to explain this anymore? I don't believe in any god, singular, plural, whole, or semi, demi, dummy. And how on earth could you say democracy is one belief? Is it because we have a single word to designate this system of government? Do I really need to go into the fact that democracy, and pick your fave, ancient Greece or whatever country you like, since like religions, there are different ways to have a democracy. Anyway, the fact that democracy has a set of practices, conventions, values, and on and on. So here is what I said back to Flagged. Not believing in any gods is still not a system. It doesn't tell you anything else. BT dubs, theism is also not a belief system, whereas the various Christianities are, because they have other beliefs about the nature of life, the world, the afterlife, and more. Democracy is not a single belief. I wouldn't even call it a belief. It is a political system. A system because there are practices and moral principles that form it. Again, I know how to be succinct when I want to. All right, let's see what Flagged has for me, because Flagged has more for me. First and foremost, what is your definition of a system? Secondly, you're telling me nobody can practice atheism or theism? Do you see atheists saying, because God said it? I don't even know. What? Oh, I shouldn't make fun of Flagged. Or theism saying the supernatural doesn't exist. These are systems of argumentation, aren't they? Usually I'm not a fan of going to the dictionary in videos because, dictionaries don't prove anything. It's word usage. But I think it is instructive here to look at a definition of system. So I just Googled it. So the definition number 1 is a set of things working together as parts of a mechanism or an interconnecting network. So notice that you need a set of things, more than one thing. And it gives structure, organization, order, etc. as similar. Further down, definition 2 says a set of principles or procedures according to which something is done, an organized framework or method. And if we want to look at specifically belief system, this is defined as a set of principles or tenets which together form the basis of a religion, philosophy, or moral code. And that's just not atheism. Atheism has a single belief. It's not a religion, it's not a philosophy, and it's not a moral code. You have to go elsewhere to get those things. And returning to Flagged's comment that says, do you see atheists saying because God said it? Well, there are some contexts. If you're exchanging information with a theist, you might point out what the God said. But I think Flagged means, do you see an atheist decide behaviors because God said it? And of course not, because an atheist doesn't believe in God. So, this is a ridiculous thing. If the atheist doesn't believe in a God, they're not going to claim this. That's not a different thing. That's not a system still. Or theism saying, well, theism isn't going to say anything. The supernatural doesn't exist. Well, they could. It could be. You could have a theistic system where there is no supernatural. The gods are actually part of this world, What do you even mean by systems of argumentation? And so this is even where I wonder what Flagged has as a definition of system if you bring up a system of argumentation. And first of all, no, they aren't systems of argumentation. Those are distinct beliefs anyway. So basically what I see is that Flagged thinking is all over the place, really committed to this notion that atheism is some kind of system for some reason I don't understand. But this is what I said. A system is a set of beliefs and or practices that together form the basis of a religion, political system, or other. Atheists don't practice atheism. There aren't any practices. And of course, atheists don't say because God said it, because they don't believe in God. Most theists probably believe in a supernatural because a lot of gods live there, but some theists might think the gods are in the physical realm. But still, theism is not a belief system. It is one belief. Once the believer adheres to a religion, they have a belief system. And Flagged replied, beliefs. Atheists don't believe in God. They don't believe in demigods. They don't believe in God. They don't believe in a demigod. These are literally a set of beliefs, and they literally are not. Atheists in courtrooms do not swear on the Bible to whether, we're going to skip the typo, they're telling the truth, which is a practice, rights. And again, I think the person means right. I cannot express to you how much that is not a set of beliefs. That is one single belief that you've stated 3 different ways. Like, it doesn't tell you if the person believes in the afterlife or not. It tells you nothing about where they get their morals. It doesn't tell you what their practices are. It really is just one belief stated 3 different ways. And do I really have to explain that what happens in courtrooms has nothing to do with atheism? Yeah, atheists will affirm in court. They will affirm that they're telling the truth, and there's a whole legal structure in place that if you're not telling the truth, you could be punished. But this is not an atheist practice. Like, atheists don't gather together and then not swear on Bibles in courts. This is just silly. I just don't even know what to do with something like this. And I more or less said this in my reply, and you can see the last part of my reply says, you're really stretching this. I'm not sure why you're invested in atheism being a system. Like, why do you care? Why is this an argument? I don't know. But this is the last thing, and I just stopped responding because what can you do? Not believing something is a belief. If I don't believe in humanity, then I'm nihilistic, correct? And the answer is no. A resounding no. Again, let's just consult the dictionary, which says that nihilism is the rejection of all religious and moral principles in the belief that life is meaningless. You can love humanity, hate humanity, who cares? I mean, I don't even know what you mean when you say you don't believe in humanity. That is something that needs explaining. Like, you don't think they're good, you don't think they exist, like, what do you not believe? But anyway, maybe you hate humanity, maybe you believe in humanity, maybe you don't, I don't know, but it is a separate thing from nihilism. And not believing in something is a belief. This is just like that not collecting stamps is a hobby. Oh, people, please, 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 like, can we do something different with our lives than this? Can we not? Okay, well, we will do something different now because I'm going to show you pictures of my sweet kitty cats. First up, we have Gina. Last year, Gina wasn't doing very well, and she's been on this liver supplement, and she is doing awesome right now. She's still kind of skinny, but she's hanging in there, and she's having a good life. The second picture is of Carson. Carson is the only cat that goes outside, and here she is strolling on the deck. She really gets a big enjoyment out of being outside. And last picture is of Alex the chonk. Alex getting a nice cuddle here. He is a napping boy. There you go. Another comments video to an end. Didn't we enjoy this comments video? Don't we always love talking about how atheism is not a belief system? When, oh when, are we going to stop having to explain that it's not a system? It's just a single belief. What struck you? You can put that in the comments below. I love reading your comments. Who knows? You might appear on a comments video soon. Anyway, while you're down there, you can like, subscribe, and do all the YouTube stuff. You know I love it when you do the YouTube stuff. If you like what I do, you can also buy me a coffee. That link is in the description below. And I will see you in the next one for something. I don't know what yet, but it will be something. Bye for now.